Big John, Big John.
All right, happy Friday afternoon, everybody. I didn't even pick the camera up when I come out here. A buddy of mine got a hold of me. Well, he called me last night and wondering what I was doing, and I was telling him about that bearing being loose, that shaft and stuff. And he says, well, I got some Loctite. It's sleeve retainer. I said, yeah. He says, yeah, that's what it's for. It's for putting bearings on shafts that aren't quite right and stuff. So he went home, and when he found it, he called me and put it on his front porch. So after work this morning, I went over to his house and got it. So Lester came over, and we just started screwing around with it, and we got that bearing on. Put some of this behind it on the shaft, and we got her slid in there. Now, I think I understand why the locking collar that we talked about. Here's the locking collar for the bearing. That goes on there like such, and you spin it and it locks the bearing on. Here's the old hub. The old hub, there's not room for it. See how far out that is? This hub was on farther. So that explains to me why the locking collar was not on there. So this bearing, and that's about how far the hub was sticking out when I started doctoring on this one. Anyway, so we got some, well, we had 2x4 under there, and Lester was wiggling it up and down, and we got it pretty much centered. Got the bolts all in there, and yeah, one bearing installed. One locking collar not going to get used. Took the gear out of the box. Look at this thing, boy. Like I said to him, I said, I think it's powder coated. No wonder it costs $430. Ain't that pretty? So we get to put that on next. Get that pushed all the way on there. Let me set you guys up. Dead. Now I'm wondering if I should have put a tab of Loctite on them bearing retainer bolts. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're going anywhere. Alright, hold on. Okay, this is held on with this big washer. Look at the end of that bolt from that puller. You think I was putting some pressure on it? All right, we'll get this drawn into position.
That's just two short legs, those I think.
And when I got this gear, I asked them for a torque spec on that, and they couldn't find one. So,
A what?
torque spec on this bolt.
Short spec.
Torque.
Oh.
So that was 3 Ugga-Duggas, and we're going to call it good at that.
I think so.
So yeah, that slid on there pretty good. A lot better than that one came off.
Oh, you put Loctite on.
It'll be something we keep an eye on. Anyway, get the chain back on her, the belt back on her. Might be cutting beans today. Okay, got her all back together. Got the door on it, fired it up, and everything's working nice and smooth. So now we got to fix an air hose on the wind system that came apart. And I see we got more holes here. So I need to measure that.
Maybe you should have got a hose, huh?
Okay, let's get that apart. Put some Gorilla Tape on it for now. Okay, we set her down, pulled her head so we get out here and put a little Gorilla Tape on here. Had a couple splits. These were little ones. This one was halfway around. So, yep, got a little Gorilla Tape on the wind system. I think we're ready to go try and run some beans. Alright, Dad's running the combine. Lester brought me back up here to get the semi. Looks like I nailed the settings. Got lucky, you know. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes, but yeah, we're not, beans are small. I've seen anywhere from 40 to 60 bushel an acre, well 30 in a couple spots, 0 in a couple spots actually. But going down through there, 40s, 50s, 60s, so the beans are small, but I'm not complaining. It's better for what, for the moisture we had, that's not bad. So it's 6 o'clock, the Anderson's closes at 7, so we'll get the truck filled up and go from there. Alright, see you back there. Well, it's going pretty good. We found some dust, and this isn't even bad compared to... Can you see in the mirror? Yeah. Well, we got a friend out there watching us. I know you probably can't see it. I'll try to zoom in when I edit this, but there's an eagle and there's a rabbit. This could be interesting. I can't believe that eagle's not after that. There was 2 eagles out here for a little bit.
Huh. I can't imagine that.
Anyway, we got a guidance line set up. High-tech rednecks running it. Sun's getting low, getting to be a pain. Samples clean. We're not throwing anything out the back. It don't look like. Beans are small. Oh, there's the eagle going after the rabbit.
halfway through it. Got him. We'll get him right now. We'll have supper.
Eagle got that rabbit. That's pretty cool. See that in the wildlife, in the wild. Come in there low, swooped over, turned around, slowed down, and got it. Big female, I think. All right, 15 acres done. It's 10 after 7, and Anderson's closed at 7, so I guess I'll take it up in the morning. I'm happy. 50-ish, something like that. So for this year, I'll take it.